Yeah, Xavier, Pro Football Focus has you ranked after 2 weeks as the fifth best safety in the NFL. I'm wondering what you think of that and what have been some of the keys to your strong start.
It's not really my focus. Um, I came here wanting to win, and we're 0-2. So that's all that matters, man, getting a win. I'm desperate for a win.
Can you take us through your interception yesterday, at least?
We were just in the cover six, and I had half the field, and really the post was on my side. So I just really just did my job of covering the post, and the D line did a great job of putting pressure on the quarterback and making him throw a shorter ball and a line drive, and I was able to make a play on the ball.
Right?
I was going to ask you to take us through that, but since you've done that now, I guess just would love to know kind of your thoughts on how the defense has kind of made another stride, but yet there's still some plays left on the table, I guess. So it seems like one or two more plays and you guys are there.
I haven't yet watched the film from yesterday, but just from my takes from just the game and even from last week, we've kind of, man, to be honest, we sucked at the end of the second quarter. I think we've given up over 30 points between the second quarter and coming out of halftime, and that's what we gotta get better. We have stretches where we're dominant, where it's hard for them to move the ball, and then once that end of the second quarter hits, it just something happens to where we just lose it for a second.
We'll go Sam, Matthew, and then Pierre.
Would you be able to just walk us through the concept that you were in on the Rondale Moore touchdown and what could be done maybe to reduce a coverage breakdown like that in the future?
When we were in a fire zone blitz, and they ran the all-go special, which is just three verticals and the third receiver running the over route. And I ended up taking the over route, and P ended up taking number one. And Kyler did a great job of getting us out of the pocket, and Rondale just kept going straight and P's guy kind of stopped, and my guy kept going over, and Rondale just so happened to be got down the field wide open, and like I said, Kyler did a great job getting us out the pocket and making a throw there.
Xavier, what can you take away from Kyler Murray in the way that he was able to make plays and create big plays with his legs or on the move to apply over to now playing Russell Wilson this week?
We look at those guys the same. Kyler, he's been playing at a high level. Russell has been playing at a high level for years, and those guys are not one and the same, but they are similar, as well as being able to get outside the pocket and make plays down the field, especially deep passes down the field. I mean, I played him last year, and that's where he hurt us last year, and we just got to stop that.
Xavier, you said you came here to win. When you start off 0-2, what's kind of the mood like in the locker room? What do you guys kind of say to each other to kind of keep this thing steady and kind of get back in it?
I think we're all old in this group as far as experience, and we've all started off bad before, so it's not really a panic button. We're just desperate, but we're still desperate for a win. That's just the bottom line. You either win or you lose, and when you lose, it's not a good thing. So we all just want to win a ball game, get that bad taste out of our mouths.
Xavier, you said when you were talking about, I forget what the exact situation was, but like that you guys sometimes on defense just lose it for a minute. What do you do in those situations? And like, can you maybe like walk us through kind of like a moment that happened and how you do end up kind of like containing and then kind of getting back on track from that?
Well, the last 2 weeks has been kind of going out. We've been getting the touchdowns going into halftime and then coming out giving up points as well. But we just kind of tighten back up and just start back communicating. And I mean, like I said, we all have experience. We all been through the ups and the downs of this league and through a game, and we know that there's going to be those moments during the game. And you just tighten back up as a group, communicate, and just play ball. Just do your job. All 11 of us.
Back to Chris.
How long, Xavier, did it take you to start feeling comfortable with your new team? I know you missed a little bit of time in the preseason and that sort of thing, or is it still an ongoing process with communication and all that kind of stuff?
No, I've been comfortable since OTAs. Been around guys like Harry and Pat. I mean, I've been comfortable since then. The communication, it was really no problem coming into it. We all see the same picture as vets and Breland and as Mac as well. We're all the older guys, so we all see the same picture. We all seen so much as far as offensive schemes to where we know it.
Marie?
I know that Kyler and Russell are fairly similar in a lot of the things that they do, but the offenses are very different.
Mm-hmm.
What changes when you've got like a run-heavy two-receiver offense versus an offense that wants to put 3-4 receivers on the field and being empty all the time?
We got Seahawks. I want you to stack the box a little more, stop the run, more run heavy, and then more play action pass, deeper shots. They have great receivers out there with Metcalf and Lockett, and a great running back as well. So, I mean, stopping the run first is what you have to do. Stop the run first, and then limiting those deep passes.
So Craig and then Courtney.
Just building off that, what is it that gives Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett that kind of connection where they just can improvise a 50-yard play out of kind of thin air? Russell will escape, and Lockett keeps it alive. And
it's the chemistry, I guess, between the quarterback and those receivers. So knowing that when that quarterback gets outside the pocket, where the quarterback wants his receivers to go, either deep. If you're short, go deep. If you're deep, come back to the ball. That's just a chemistry between those guys.
When you know that someone like Russell is not always throwing balls on time, like that, I think Pat called it, you're prepared for backyard football with him. Does that make your job, since you know it's going to happen, can you prepare for that differently? Being like, I know that everything's probably going to be a broken play. Like, my back is going to be turned to the quarterback, but you can do things differently.
You can prepare all you want to, but until you get out there, until you face it, because their receivers are not receivers. They have different schemes. They have different routes that they run once he gets outside the pocket. And so you can prepare all you want to, but once you get out there, it's just about sticking on to your man. I mean, we all play backyard football, and everybody for yourself, high ball, and just everybody sticking to that man. And hopefully the pass rush gets there. Hopefully he throws a pass and we get a PBU or a pick. Or